Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Season Network, the platform where we speak truth to power. Peter Obi says he's going to end insecurity in Katsina, and I'm sure by inference also the whole of Nigeria. That's what he's planning when he becomes a president. But there's a document that I want to put in front of him. He may care to peruse it if he wants. That document is the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a promulgation decree that they never tell us about. That one. I'd like to know how he's going to deal with that fraudulent constitution, because it says they admit in there that it's a decree, and once something is a decree, it says the decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, promulgation decree 1999. What that means in effect is this: if he were to by chance become a president of Nigeria, and he cannot be. The North have decided that the Middle Belt are going to vote with the North, giving them 50. They've made themselves to have 51 million votes to the votes that Obi is expecting. Now, we know Obi is very, very, there's a lot of support for him in the South. But in the North, even with their support, because INEC is not independent, INEC is fraudulent, there is no way that Obi will win that election. It will be a surprise. It will be a nice surprise if he does win. But we are bringing this to you to make you see that, yeah, fine. And those of you who want to vote, you can go ahead and vote. But just know that your voting means nothing for as long as this fraudulent constitution, this document, a promulgation decree is in effect. That's what you're voting on. Because there's no referendum. There wasn't a referendum that we the people voted for this constitution. This is a military document that's been imposed upon us. And I doubt that he will ever have a chance to get in. I seriously doubt that Peter Obi will be the next president of this contraption. They've already decided, like I said. They've already decided. And that's what I wanted us to really focus on. Let's look at this. Let's listen a bit more.
Members of the Labour Party presidential campaign train lands in Katsina State as supporters gather to receive the party's presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi. As it's been his tradition, the presidential candidate and his running mate, alongside their wives, hold a town hall meeting with women where he promises to build a new Nigeria.
We want to build a Nigeria where there is security of life and property. Your children will be secure. Your children will be in school. And they will get jobs. That is Nigeria we want to build.
At the Mohammed Diko Stadium, they are received by supporters as the party rolls out its plan for Nigeria.
Your children, yourself, will be happy to say, we live in our country. Katsina used to be a peaceful town. Today it is not. Katsina used to be a peaceful state. Today it is not. We're begging you, vote for Labour Party.
We will join hands to fight poverty, the killings and the stealing. We are the ones that know how to handle the situation. We will create employment and business opportunities.
The presidential candidate, who addresses newsmen after the rally, speaks about the robust plan of his administration to tackle the scourge of banditry, kidnapping, and terrorism.
Daddy and I are committed to a new Nigeria, a Nigeria where there will be security of life and property, a Nigeria where we will work hard to unite Nigerians. We don't want a Nigeria where people are chased out of their house, where they're insecure, where their children cannot go to school, where they live in IDP camp.
The candidate is promising to take advantage of the agrarian potential of Katsina State to improve trans-border trade in Nigeria's northwest region. Dili Omoyeni.
So, anyway, that's the news from Channels. Thank you. That's from news. That is from Channels News. Thank you to them. I just want to point out about the issue of insecurity, and this is one of the things that we should start doing, and I'm hoping to do more of. Is to
West region.
Let me just do this.
We will
Let me
work
just
hard
move
to
on.
unite Nigeria.
So one of the things that is going to be a major problem, he said he's going to work hard to unite Nigerians. Well, how can you unite? We need Peter Obi to explain to us how he will unite Nigerians with the very people that the federal government have been pardoning. The people who have been killing Nigerians have been put in the army, and they have been pardoned and given uniform to go and fight, to so-called protect the nation, when they actually they are being sent into the southwest, southeast, middle belt, and chase people away from their land. How will he restore safety and security under that, under what I just said? How will he provide safety and security when the people who are supposed to be provided to restore safety and security, when the people who are supposed to be doing that are terrorists who have been pardoned by the federal government of Nigeria? How will he do that? That's question one. Number two, the issue still remains. What happens when INEC, because INEC have already shown their propensity to rig the elections. They've been rigging the elections. The only free and fair elections remains the June 12, 1993 elections. They've been rigging since then. So what I want to ask Peter Obi is this. What happens on the 26th of January when the result is announced and it is Atiku? What will Peter Obi do? What will he do? Let's just say by pure chance he gets in. Isn't his hands aren't his hands already tied by the current constitution of Nigeria? The constitution of Nigeria is written in such a manner as to favor a particular group of people, and they are refusing to let go of the reins of power so that we can actually have a fair and balanced governance. What we have is an unfair, unjust, corrupt governance that refuses to comply with the rule of law. And these are the problems that we're trying to bring to attention of the likes of Peter Obi, who thinks they're going to win. There is no chance he's going to win. I'm saying that now. Let me just look at that date, if I can find the date for you quickly. Let me see. I'm just going to get the date, the countdown. I'm trying to bring the countdown in. 1 second. Let me get the countdown in as well, so you will see it as well. 1 minute. So I'm just trying to ask and pose important questions for us all to really consider and answer and go away and think about, So we are 31 days away from the elections. 31 days, 17 hours, 52 minutes and 33 seconds from the elections. So what that means that the clock is ticking. Let me see if I can find you that other thing. And Peter Obi, what is he going to do about the fact that the middle belt has been wiped out? What is Peter Obi going to do about the fact that INEC has not reflected the middle belt in their voting calculations and voting numbers that's displayed on the 2nd of August 2022 by INEC themselves? How is it going to tackle that? Because INEC is supposed to be independent, but INEC is telling all of us that the whole of the middle belt is now northern as well. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you. How will he deal with that? I'd love to know. We want to just ask questions to see what. So you see, no, not that one. Sorry. So not that one. Sorry. 1 minute, please. Here we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Right. So the question is this. The question is this for Peter Obi. Let me zoom in. If you look at that picture properly that I've just shown you, if you look, the total voters as per INEC says that there are 51,173,174. But look at the numbers there. Look at the breakdown. Not central, not east. They've swallowed up the entire middle belt. You see, that's middle belt there. Doesn't that concern Peter Obi? Doesn't that concern everybody else? And knowing that they've already, they're saying that by adding the middle belt to their number, they say they're 51, 173, 174, and that is not true. As we speak, a lot of middle belt people are being displaced from their land by Fulanis, and this is so unjust. So I'm curious as to see how Peter Obi is going to deal with that issue, or how, if we can provide an answer to that injustice. And because this is the actual map, the north there we can see that at the top, the middle should be middle belt, but they're not reflected in the INEC numbers. And you can see 51. They said there's 51 million northerners and 45 million southerners. I mean, even that. Look at the size. Look at the size of the nation. That tells you already that the figures is just suspect. It's terribly suspect. So I'm bringing this question. It's not a question of fighting. 31 days, 17 hours, 49 minutes and 25 seconds left of this fraudulent election. We are not saying don't vote. Don't get me wrong. Those of you who are going to vote, go ahead and vote for whoever you want to vote for. But just be aware that the things that we're showing you, the Nigerian Constitution is a fraud. It is a promulgation decree. What we need is a proper referendum to be able to now decide our future collectively together, and then self-determination following that. That's what we want. If we want to stay together or if we want to go apart, that's what we are demanding, and we will not relent. We want to go. Those of us in Yoruba Nation, we are clear in our minds, we want to go. So we need to have that opportunity to actually hear from all Yorubas, collectively, and decide if they want to stay or if we want to go, based on the track record, the bad track record of governance, failed governance that we've been facing in that contraption, and has impacted us both inside and outside of the country. So Peter Obi, I do hope he gets this message. Like I said, the message is very, very simple, straightforward. INEC has said that there is no middle belt as far as they're concerned. There is not central, there is not east, but there's no middle belt as far as they're concerned. Now, we need to really begin to see that before they even cast this election, that is rigging right there, because the people before the election, we should know the amount of people there, and then know the amount of people that supported and voted after the elections, so we can be able to see all of this clearly. What they're doing here is clear case of confusion, and I wanted to highlight that. Anyway, so that's how we say it. So the question remains, how long will I go to suffer, my people? How long? The song is playing in the background. You can download it in iTunes. How long will I go to suffer? Let me see if I can just show you quickly. iTunes. Let me see if I can get that. Yes, 1 second. Okay. So there you go. How long will I go to suffer? So you can see it on there. So on iTunes. So you can go on iTunes. Let's see if it works. So just go to download iTunes and download it. Download How Long Gonna Go to Suffer. It's on there. Type it in. You see, I'm trying to show you how it works. Type in Citizen AY. Okay, then it will come up. So it's straightforward. So help us download it and share it, and let it reach more people, both at home and abroad, because the message is powerful. Don't forget to also subscribe to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I think we've covered very much what we wanted to cover right now. We've said it all. So what we'll do, we're asking, Obi should be aware that the middle, as far as they're concerned, as far as the INEC are concerned, there's no middle belt. There's all north. That is actually fraudulent as well. We need to state this as they are. So thanks for watching. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll back later on. Thank you, and bye for now. Bye for now.